All right, so in this video, we're going to talk to you guys about, what are a couple things you need to start streaming. This is not talking about like equipment, so like cameras, microphones, and like that. Just basically, what do you need to present yourself on screen to start streaming? So I think first off, Garrett, we should talk, about OBS or your broadcasting software and what you need to really put yourself in the position to start streaming. So,
Yes. So I started streaming off of Xbox. So what I had to learn when I switched over was that if I wanted to take my stream to the level that I needed it to be at for what I was doing, then I was going to need to get a PC. But we're not talking about equipment today, but basically you have to be able to have something that can handle OBS, whether you use Stream Elements, Streamlabs, and then you need to essentially, when you think of which one you want to use, you need to watch some YouTube on those specific topics and figure out which one you think would work better for you. It's like a couple hours, maybe two, of just watching different videos and stuff. And then that's really figuring out how to get OBS on your computer and use it is probably one of the first steps, I would say, if you're wanting to take your stream from like, I'm just streaming here, it looks really basic, I'm doing my gameplay off of my Xbox, and now I'm going to go to the next level. I would recommend learning how to use Stream Elements or Streamlabs. I'm not preferencing either, but
yeah, I'll preference them. uh, I use Streamlabs when I first started streaming because it's pretty much an all-in-one package. You can just download Streamlabs, you get the bot, you get the OBS, you get all the tools and plugins and stuff. But I figured out that used 20% of my CPU power. But when I
hmm
when I uninstalled that, downloaded OBS Studio, and then used a Stream Elements bot, I figured out that only used 2.9% of my CPU power. And when you're talking like games like Call of Duty or something like that, 2.9 versus 20% of CPU power is monster.
yeah, I would say that I learned from watching Bank here and from watching some YouTube on that Streamlabs was not the way to go for me. I tried it for a day, and then I watched trying to figure out what I was going to do, and then I watched some stuff on Stream Elements, and I'm like, okay, I can figure this out a lot easier because in Stream Elements it's one link that you just post into your overlays, and it takes it from the internet, so there's no storage on your PC, which is nice on my end because I have a relatively small PC. I got the PC just for streaming.
Yeah. And that's a good thing to know too is when you do like the build the overlays in streamelements.com, it's all based on your internet download, which usually is a lot higher than your upload.
hmm
So you can sacrifice some internet download to put those overlays on the internet versus putting them on your machine. So, because then you have to
Now,
upload them from your machine to the internet.
another thing that is up to you personally, if you're looking to take your stream to the next level, I went ahead and upgraded my internet one tier. That's a price thing. That's your call. I did it just because my upload speed was not very good, and I wanted to see my bitrate improve and the quality of my stream improve. So that's a personal choice you got to make. But if in my opinion, it would be get Streamlabs OBS or Stream Elements, I mean, and get your overlays kind of built. There's some free stuff online. You just need to start looking for it. And you can find this stuff. YouTube channels will tell you, hey, I have free overlays in my links or this or that. And I would recommend getting those. And then if you still want to improve your stream a little bit more and you want to spend some money, you can upgrade your internet because your upload speed is really, really important. Your download speed, if you're playing on your PC, that's important too. But like, I'm not playing on PC. So for me, upload speed is everything.
Yeah, and so basically back to some overlays you mentioned, Garrett. Alpha Gaming does have a full Discord full of free overlays and free tools you can use in your stream, stuff like that. And pretty much that's where I got some for my girlfriend Kelly just started streaming. So we took those free ones and just got her started streaming, so she can figure out what kind of brand she wants to build for herself, and then she can design custom overlays then. And I know a lot of people do this stuff. And when you start streaming, all you really need, I mean, you don't really need a webcam unless you're like, I mean, if you want a webcam, you can have one. I recommend having one, but unless you're like a great video game player, a webcam is needed. So, webcam
Yes.
border and sometimes a logo is nice to have. Usually, a picture of yourself with a little bit of editing looks nice on a stream Twitch logo, but
And I mean, on the topic of logos, that would be the next thing that I would recommend, especially if you're starting to gain traction in your stream and you're starting to have viewership and you want to start branding yourself pretty early and kind of figuring out your brand. Now, your brand will change over time. I mean, I don't think Banks has, but as much, but I mean, if you're okay with the fact that I'm going to start here, try this out for a little bit, and then if that you don't like that, then you move on to the next thing you think of. I mean, basically, the way I found my logo was I found stuff that I was interested in. I looked it up online or looked up stuff that kind of thought about it, brought in an image, completely edited it, and turned it into something different, and then that's how I got my logo. I mean, I mean, me and the company that my brother is starting is called Tier Logic Gaming, and that's why we just looked up the Norse god of Tyr, and that's his logo. I mean, that's his symbol, and then we just we edited it and put it in. I mean, it's a religious symbol, so it's not copyrighted. So that's why I was able to use it.
It's a good idea too. There's also a bunch of apps you can take a picture of yourself and make it cartoony. I don't know the name of them offhand, but look those up. There's a couple apps you can take a picture of yourself. It'll smooth all the textures and make it look like a cartoon, and people start that way. I mean, that's a good way also to make your own emotes too.
Yeah, and oh, when you're starting streaming, the other thing is there's a lot of free softwares out there. Don't think you have to go and buy everything at once. Like, in my opinion, I would ease into this. I would not sit there and just go and spend $40 a month on OBS or whatever, or not OBS, but
Adobe.
sorry, I'm thinking of Adobe. Yes, I mean there's free stuff out there like DaVinci Resolve, Pixlr, GIMP. I think is another photo editing
Yep.
one, and start just watching YouTube. I mean, if you're starting streaming and instead of worried about equipment, these are more of the stuff you're gonna have to work toward after you have the equipment. Is you got to learn how to use these things. You got to learn how to use photo editor. You got to learn how to use video editing, and there's stuff online to teach you how to do that. It's just a time management.
There's a whole bunch of free videos and stuff on the internet, like from Nutty and Harris Teller, that can show you how to leverage your OBS to give you these higher level equipment looking streams. Like right now, I mean, most people stream off a C920 webcam and use a cheap OBS mic or USB mic like this one. And I mean, I can make this sound like a $2,000 XLR mic if I wanted. I just don't have time. I mean, I can make my camera look like a DSLR if I wanted. But I mean, there's ways to leverage your OBS and your current equipment to make it sound and look better than it is. So without spending all this money right away on equipment.
And I'm going to say this for the people in the back. No matter how much you spend on equipment, it does not guarantee you viewers.
Yep.
If you have the nicest setup in the world, I mean, you'll get some maybe off of it for like a day, but your content needs to come first. This is more of a, hey, my content's there. I'm working on my content. I just want to build a brand around my content video. So
yeah, but I will say that having a nice looking stream, like maybe you made a custom camcorder yourself, or you found a free one that looks good, and something like that will draw me to a stream more than you have a nice camera, or you have a nice webcam, or you have a nice mic, or you got $10,000 of lights in the background that glow and light up and stuff. If you have a nice camcorder and some decent panels and a nice logo, I'll come watch your stream more than I will for this kind of stuff.
I mean, that's true, and I'm not saying that don't do that stuff. I'm just saying that don't be expecting, okay, I did all these overlays, I learned how to do all this stuff, I'm going to have 20 or 25 people in the chat now. Like, it's going to happen because I did all this stuff. It's not how it works. Your content still has to be there, but this is improving upon your content. This is like building blocks almost.
Yeah.
This is stuff I had to learn in the last 3 months. And I mean, it's a time consuming thing. So your growth, I don't want to guarantee this, but your growth is somewhat reflective of how much time you put back into your stream off stream. Grinding is not streaming for 8 hours. That's playing video games for 8 hours and recording it. Grinding is after the stream is off and what you put out daily. I mean, those kind of things.
Yeah. So pretty much a recap of what we just talked about. And we're going to get on to like the next little bit of this video, but you don't need the best equipment. Spend some time making it yourself. Put more time into your stream in the background. You don't need the best camera, best mic, the best lights in the background, all a bunch of knickknacks, stuff like that. Take some free overlays, take some free logos, do some free stuff, and figure out what you want to do with your brand and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gary, you want to take on the next topic of this video?
Yeah. So the next topic that I want to talk about is posting content. And I want to hear I want to hear your take on it, because you exponentially grew from posting content multiple times in a day, which I've seen other people. This is more of an opinion matter, I guess, in my idea. Um, I post content daily on certain apps, but I think in the beginning you should focus on two, and I would like to hear your opinion on that.
My personal opinion on posting on two apps. Let's see here. So TikTok is definitely one. TikTok's like it's been around for a few years, but no one's actually utilized it for what I'm using. I mean, for so 2020, which was yesterday, actually, guys. 2021. Happy New Year. Um, People started taking their gaming clips and promoting themselves via streaming on TikTok to then boost people to come to Twitch and Mixer and Facebook and YouTube to watch them. That never really happened until 2020. So I would recommend, posting it on there daily. But
Hmm.
then another one that people don't like think of as a place to post daily is I think is Discord. I think Discord is more important than Instagram and Twitter. Um,
And that's I would agree with you, and that's why in this month I'm going to spend a lot more time in my Discord or growing my Discord. And if you guys need to learn how to use Discord and you're watching this video and you're a new streamer, there's a bunch of YouTube videos out there. And I mean, I'm still learning myself, but definitely TikTok. I would agree with you on TikTok. But the other thing with TikTok is I got caught. I don't want to say caught in the trap, but I got caught in the idea that you had to post gaming footage every time you posted on your TikTok gaming channel. Like you have to post a game clip or the best game clip you got of the week, and then you're gonna get 200 views. The times for it to like blow up and get unless it's really good gameplay and like you're a superstar gamer, it's don't get expecting it's gonna blow up just because it was your best shot of the night or something like that. Like
yeah.
I fell into that trap, and then on top of that, I I started posting original content probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I took that idea off of you because I saw that you were going away from the gaming. I mean, you'd done it before, but I really paid attention, and you'd gone away from the gaming footage and you went straight to I'm going to post original content around gaming, but not always game clips. Like you do put out some game clips, but it's not all the
Yeah.
time.
So my advice on that is I think game clips are kind of dead on TikTok right now, unless you can spice them up in a way that is like, hey, you guys, I did this awesome thing on stream. Check it out. This is a really cool thing I did. I mean, let me know what you think about it. And then boom, you transition with a nice transition. The thing is, people don't care if you just talk and then it just cuts and goes. They want like a nice transition over to you doing something and then boom. And you have to get that off in 9 seconds. Because no one watches
Mhm.
10-second videos. Even though you can go 60 seconds on TikTok, no one watches past 9 seconds. So
Yeah, unless you really hook them in the beginning. Like if it's not interesting, I think you told me once it was 1.7 seconds, they're gone.
yeah. So that's
And
why
that's
like the size of the webcam cutout you use, what's in the background while you're talking, things like
mhm.
that are what makes the video. And I think that gameplay clips are gonna make a comeback, especially in the beginning of this year. I have been testing lately with posting a gameplay clip every 3 to 4 videos, and I have actually noticed that my gameplay clips are getting 10 to 15,000 views. So,
I,
but some get 900. I mean, but
right.
but I tested one. I did one where I did a talking intro and it got 10,000. I did one where I
Uh-huh.
didn't do a talking intro and it got 1,000. I did one where
Okay.
I did a talking intro with a different size camcorder and then had a little
Hmm.
bit of game and play in the background. That one got 15,000. Um, I think they're gonna
See,
make a comeback, but I don't know when.
I think also that people who are watching this, you need to tie in the fact that he's done so many personal content videos where it's original that people started following him off the original content. And I know most of it was probably on your For You page that you saw for your 15,000,
Yep.
but you had my recommendation would be do original content with gameplay content because you're going to grow with the original content because people will want to see you. They know what the game looks like. I mean, that's and I think that's where you're finding that nice merger is you found the best of both worlds. You excelled at personal content. You did all right with your gameplay. Some of them went good. I mean, but now you're combining both. Your people can see your face. I mean, also if you're posting gameplay footage, DaVinci Resolve, very quick and easy way to learn how to on YouTube on how to make your face be on your gameplay footage. Because I mean, there are people, yes, that post a game clip from straight from Twitch and they have 500, 600 likes, but they're the exception, not the rule. Like I would
Yeah.
always recommend having your face on or somewhere in there, your face, like either at the beginning of the video or something like where you say, "Hey, watch this clip," and then a transition, like he said. Even if it is just you're starting out and it's a Twitch clip, like
Mhm.
there's ways to download it to your computer.
Yep. 100%. I think original content, like Garrett said, I post a lot of videos just about pretty much making fun of people on that game
Or streamers.
or
Make fun of
streamers.
streamers is awesome.
I make fun of like when you kill somebody in Call of Duty, you get that hot mic and it sounds like a little kid and he's screaming and yelling, and I make fun of like those kind of hot mics. I make fun of the simps in the lobbies. I make fun of the gamer girls. I make fun of myself. I make fun pretty much if you make TikTok and it's a gaming TikTok and you put it out there, odds are I will make fun of it. But this is not like a make fun of it in the
Yes.
bad way kind of thing. This is a hilarious. You did a good job. I liked it, so
Very nice.
I made fun of you.
And that's the other thing too, guys, is my personal recommendation, and I am nowhere near the growth that Bank is, but I am growing. And what I've noticed is when I'm doing these TikToks, is the more comfortable you become on camera for posting content, the easier it becomes. Like you're going to have trolls, you're going to have people that like the video. That's fine. But the minute that I decided that I didn't care what I looked like on camera or how goofy or funny or weird I felt, I got over that nervousness is when I started growing exponentially because I was willing to put myself out there. And the
Mhm.
more I'm not saying go blast your whole life on social media. It's not, I mean, everybody does anyway, but that's not what I'm saying. But like open up, do some funny ones, do some real life ones. I try and do a mix of spoof videos on gaming or stuff that happens in games and then real life stuff. I post about, I don't know, 2 to 3 videos a week of real life stuff. And then the other 4 days is like spoof videos that I make up or do with my wife or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to post real life stuff, but obviously, when you create a community, they are a part of your life, and that's one thing that I never did right away. I never had a Discord until 3 months ago. I never, I never had like posted stuff about my life because I thought like streaming and my life is totally separate. I don't want to mix them together. I don't want anybody to know anything about me. But then once I started doing that and involving like my girlfriend in TikToks and making TikToks about like me coming home from work and doing this or work my job or my Discord, involving my Discord in TikToks, involving my Discord and making YouTube videos, stuff like that, I noticed that my content kind of went up because my community felt more involved and they were willing to know more about my life and participate in these things and then go share the video because I'm in that video or they're in that video,
Hmm.
know.
It's a personal connection is what you're developing.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about wanting to build a community, and yes, you want to build a community, but it's kind of hard to build a community when the community doesn't know the original person. Like if
Yeah.
you're just a gamer, it's hard for me to connect to you if you're just a gamer. So on the original topic of this, kind of turned into a TikTok video, but an original topic of posting content daily, I post one TikTok a day, and that took me some time to get up to. If you're just starting out, set a goal to post 3 TikToks in a week. There's a great 2 to 3 TikToks a week for a month, just and improve every time every week, or try and set another one or whatever, however you want to do it. But get up to trying to post a TikTok a day is my recommendation. I know Bank posts a lot more videos than I do as far as per day.
Yeah. So I started out not posting TikToks at all. I just consumed content and then learned from other people. And I started TikTok in November of 2019, and I did not even post or even like a single video until June of 2020, and that's when I first started posting. So it's been about 6 months now. But I started posting one a day, then I post one every other day, one every couple of days, once a week, and then I started posting 3 to 4 to 5, even sometimes even 10 a day. And there is a challenge out there that some people say will actually boost you if you posted one an hour for 24 hours. So 24 TikToks in one day, on the hour. So at midnight, you post your first one, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3, and so on. But I have not experimented with that, so don't take that as like advice from me.
If you
Uh,
do that, please leave a comment down below if you see growth.
yeah, let us
Please.
know how that goes, actually, if you do
And
that.
yeah, and at this part, I want to ask you guys. I want to hear your guys' feedback. I want to see like where you guys are at. I would love to hear you guys' comments down below. Um, Bank is going to link to our Discord, like his Discord, my Discord, our channels below, and I'd love to hear you guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. What questions do you have as a new streamer? I'd love for you to leave them down in the comments so we can try and work these in as questions that we can get out. And I want to hear how your guys' growth's doing. Like, where did you start at, and where are you at now? And how often do you post? I'd love to read that in the comments below.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, I mean, however much you post is up to you personally. How much you want to grow, how much you want to figure out what your niche is, your brand, stuff like that. But you need to focus on your analytics. So in the analytics page of TikTok, you can see when your followers are most active. I usually go off that time to post. So if I have 17,000 followers active at 1 p.m. Central Time, I'm posting my videos at 12:30 Central Time. So by the time that they get on, they've been on for 30 minutes. I got a couple likes, couple views, couple comments, and then all of a sudden they just go blow up.
Mhm. That's it. That's the other thing is look at analytics, and if you don't know how to use analytics, YouTube how to read analytics.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I can give you because it's not. I'm not making fun of anybody. I hope that you all learn how to read it. But I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. All of our socials are linked below. So I am GA Jones 1345. This is Bank Robber. We stream on Twitch. We play together occasionally, but this is going to be our new podcast YouTube series that we got going. So please go ahead and look us up on our other socials. They'll be listed down below.
And if you have any other video topics you want to see, make sure you comment them below. We will make that video a topic if it is applicable to the streaming, gaming, content creation, growth world. If it's something just stupid, post it anyway. I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, good ideas are great. All right, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button. That way, it helps us more than you actually know.
Love and prosperity.